In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning, God made the heavens and the earth. St. John is looking back to the very beginning. And John is able to see the full picture. John is able to see the full picture. John can see now everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. There is a logos, a logic, and a reason. At the beginning to this, to the end, to the last Amen in the book of Revelation, you'll find everything is so well connected. There is a logos running through every word of the scripture. John can see there were times of darkness, but John can see the light shone through the darkness. And darkness could not overpower or overcome the light. Darkness could never overcome the light, the resurrection. There was darkness on Calvary, but that darkness could not overcome the light of Christ on the third day in his resurrection. On the last day of the year, good to look back. I suppose we all do. Perhaps we may put the last 2 years together because of the pandemic. One might say, that's the way we always tend to think. It was the worst of times. We think only of our recent experience. Oh, this was the last 2 years, the worst of times. Was it perhaps the best of times? We may not say that. Our human way of looking at things, we won't be able to say, was it the best of times? Perhaps God may say, it was the best of times. There's no condemnation because we are not able to see that way, but God might say, it was the best of times for you. Anyway, remember this. Darkness cannot overcome the light. God is the one constant we can rely on in the ups and downs of life. The one constant we can rely on in the ups and downs of life. So what will be the future? Maybe the future tomorrow or in the months or the years to come. Whether they are the good times or the bad times or a combination of both. Hold on to the Lord because He is the one constant we can rely on and believe darkness cannot overcome the light. As I quoted Winston Churchill the other day, the longer you look back, like John, longer you look back to the very beginning of creation, the longer you look back, the farther you can look forward.